Hey, ladies and gentlemen, meet our friend Austin Salmi. Austin.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, as always.
Now, friends, Austin is a cartoonist.
Yes.
You may recognize his simple moments. You've seen his posters all over town.
I'd never done posters before, and now this year I seem to get asked about 1 million times from friends to do them, and it's been great.
You've got a very interesting visual style.
For being someone with no training in any way,
Yeah.
I feel like I get to flaunt the rules because I don't know them.
How did you get started doing all this stuff?
I'd always wanted to, I'd always enjoyed drawing, and just, for a long time I thought, well, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I wanted to have a real respectable career or whatnot, and I went to college, and then I decided I was like, oh, I should go to film school because this is just, I can't handle paperwork.
So you studied film.
I studied film, and mostly theory though, so I didn't even learn the technical stuff, I just learned what French New Wave was.
Right.
If that's even the real word.
It's practical.
Yeah, it helps
education.
you when you get to Hollywood.
Absolutely.
And people go, hey, do you know what this is? Do you know what this boom mic is?
No, I
but I can tell you who Godard is. So,
And then they walk away.
yeah. Most of the time.
Right.
Mostly girls do, so that's always.
Sure. How did Simple Moments start?
Oh God, I started Simple Moments. I went through a pretty bad breakup about a year and change ago, and it's the first time I really took a nice emotional beating in my life. And I had all these emotions, and I wanted to get them out. And so one day I was at work, and I just couldn't work. And I had brought my tablet, and I just drew one out, and it took 5 minutes.
Right.
And it was just what I was feeling at the time. And there wasn't a thought in my head of starting a new, like a cartoon or anything like that. It was just, I just wanted to get what was in my brain out.
Right.
And then I just started doing them more and more because it helped.
Do you have that first one?
I do actually, right here, conveniently at the top of the stack.
That's great.
I love
That's
it.
good planning.
So this was the first one right here. It's just basically a strip about seeing your ex and acting like everything's cool, and then realizing that you're not.
Okay, so does a young cartoonist have any desire to get into newspapers, or is that ship sailed?
I tend to take my cues from like Player versus Player and Penny Arcade and some of the more very well-known webcomics, and no. I mean, and that's what's fun is my family actually always tells me, they're like, oh, you're gonna get into newspaper? And I go, why?
Right.
Like, why would you try? I mean, it's all these, I had one that I said shin rape. And you can't say that in a newspaper. Like,
in what context?
Raping somebody's shin.
Raping somebody's shin.
It was.
Okay, yeah,
it was
I
short person.
got that. But what's the context in which
it was
one would rape?
the problems of a tall person, and it was one problem having shower heads too low.
Right.
And then the friend who is short just is not happy with that person for that.
Okay.
That tall person. So he was going to take his revenge upon his shin. And some of the greats, like obviously Peanuts and all those came from the newspapers, but with the internet, I feel like I don't think Charles Schultz would have ever done it. I think he would have gone straight to the internet.
Of course.
Because he could have gone a little crazier with it.
Watching A Charlie Brown Christmas this past Christmas season, I realized how complex and melancholy and it's a depressing. It's not a depressing story, but it's an adult story.
Yeah, it's dark. It's and we don't have that these days. I feel like with certain cartoons, which is a bummer.
There's no depth at all. Like Sally Forth isn't going to take you there.
No.
Hell no.
Marmaduke isn't going anywhere.
Oh God, Marmaduke. Fuck Marmaduke. Shin rape Marmaduke.
That fucking movie, man. I luckily did not see it, but all sorts of wrong.
No thanks. Plus, whoever it is should put up the pencil by now. Like, it's because the humans don't look like humans anymore.
Oh no, he's got arthritis,
like
just shaking. But I think that's where it's actually going to start getting interesting. Is after 60 years, is where it looks kind of Picasso-ish almost, with the faces and the eyes going anywhere.
Yeah.
This is where I want to start tuning in now. Not with Marmaduke, you got on the couch.
He ate an ice cream cone. Who cares?
It's a dog.
He's a big,
How do you
fucking
not
dog.
know that by now? That the dog is going to get on the couch.
Seriously.
It has been.
If you can't handle a dog of that size, you should not have a dog of that size.
And he's had
it's
it
cruel
for
to the
60
dog.
years.
So what do you got coming up next?
I've got an Etsy store where I'm selling a few prints, random original drawings I've done. People can also email me, simplemomentscomic@gmail.com, and they can, just request one, and I'll print one out and sign it. Speaking of prints, I got you a little gift.
You did not.
I did. I'm sweet like that.
That's not necessary, but I'll take it.
No, well, you don't want it?
No, I do want it.
No, it's okay.
I want it real bad. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Little vest and everything. You know me.
Yeah, I saw a photo of an interview.
Got a real light in his eyes, this guy.
Wow, yeah.
It's charming.
Just
real
like
charming. I love it. Austin Salmi, ladies and
Thanks for
gentlemen.
having me.
Thank you for being here. Come back.
Anytime.
Come back a lot. Always bring gifts.